into the
Does
fan.
he do it deliberately? I thought deliberately. Deliberately.
Work on your delivery.
Oh dear. I'll take it back. That's fine. I'll talk about the facts. So yeah, I wasn't sure like if that was him deliberately. Oh jeez.
Even if I cut the first one, that second one's gonna be there. I better just keep it all.
I did that. I did that deliberately.
Deliberately?
Yeah. Oh my god. This is the intro for the pod. That's fine. We got something.
Fifth period. 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 Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fifth Period, the film podcast hosted by two media teachers, where today we have a very exciting episode for you because it is our 100th pod. Wham, pwam, pwam, pwam. So hold on to your potatoes because we have a mine shaft full of excitement for you. My name is Mr. Brown, and with me for this milestone today is...
You call me Mr. Boylan, doll. We're back. That's good.
I like that we're the two different versions.
The two different Indies.
You're like a clean-cut Raiders Indy, and I'm a off the rails, off the minecart rails.
Well, I mean, he's got the leather jacket on in a few different stages in this film. Gets changed into the familiar garb in the plane, and we see him a few times in Pankot Palace with this on. But very quickly, it's like, it's getting a bit hot and steamy. I've got to take the jacket off.
Ooh, got to take the sleeve off.
Just one. Not both.
No.
Just one.
Just one.
How is the one sleeve going?
I don't mind it. So it's I don't know if you can tell, I've purposely done the orange tinge color wash over this to kind of hide the fact that this is in fact a blue shirt.
It's actually navy.
It's not navy, surely.
Maybe once.
It's rainbow colored. No, this is my shirt from Evil Dead that I've repurposed. I never thought I'd get the opportunity to wear such a specific shirt, but here we are.
Outside of a Thursday.
Yeah, look, it makes sense. It's Indy 2, so we got two Indies.
We got two Indies.
Now,
two Indy, two Furious.
Two Indy, two Furious. That's what they call this one. Look, I am very, very excited to be talking about this film. This was your suggestion for our 100th pod.
It was.
But it's very suitable because our poster is Indy.
Yep.
We did Raiders about a year ago, do you reckon?
Sounds about right, yeah.
And Whitts and I even did The Last Crusade. So it seemed a very fitting choice for this special occasion.
3-1-2.
Yeah, well, we're going in reverse chronological order. Yeah, it works out. Speaking of Whitts, though, I did reach out to him earlier in the week to see if we could get a little video message for the occasion. I haven't seen it because he hasn't sent it through yet, so I don't know what he's going to say, but there was a bit of a running gag when Whitts and I did the pod that he didn't really like Indiana Jones and he didn't really like Harrison Ford at all. So
I hate you!
And I hate you! So I mentioned that to him. Hopefully he'll make reference to it for today.
Hey everyone, Mr. Whittle here, taking time out from my trip to Wangaratta. I'm currently on the side of the Hume Highway, taking the time to send a very big congratulations to the Fifth Period podcast for 100 episodes. Well done. Very proud to have been a part of the journey of the Fifth Period podcast and their first 100 episodes. Well done to Mr. Brown and Mr. Boylan on this achievement. Bit of a shame that you're celebrating the 100th episode with one of the more mediocre films that have been chosen for the podcast, with the Indiana Jones. I don't even know which one it is, but yeah, all the best with that. But here's to 100 more episodes, and I hope you enjoy the podcast, guys.
So a very big thank you to you, Whitts, for, I reckon he was in maybe the first 1/3 of the pod 100.
32 or 30.
I think it was 33, but he's come back for other things. We did the Batman pod as a trio, and he and I did a ranking very recently. So hopefully there'll be something on the cards for us again down the line.
Absolutely.
But
he's interwoven with the very fabric and history of this podcast. And,
100%.
Big shoes to fill. And I highly enjoy doing that trio Batman podcast. It's definitely one of our best. So thanks, Whitts. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much, mate. Not just for the pods, but also for starting up Film Club at the
100%.
school. All of this wouldn't be without you, so cheers, mate. Alrighty. In addition to talking Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom today, we're going back to doing 2 Segamontes. So we are going to do...
Too Furious.
That's it. We're going to do a best and blurst of prequel films, but we're also going to be doing an Indy-themed movie mashup.
We had to mash it up.
We had to. So if you want to skip ahead to that, I will leave time codes in the description below.
Hello, my name is Bill, and today we are going to be talking about Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
A big thank you to Bill for their intro to the pod today. So I have been lucky enough to be teaching Bill for Year 8 Media this semester.
Love that.
Very good student, but also sits front row like they do in Film Club, and their banter is off the chain.
We love that.
We do. But above all, Bill is just a very supportive student as well, always looking out for friends and just generally looking out for people in the school. So really appreciate that, Bill. Seemed fitting to have you on for this special occasion today.
Absolutely. Just some fantastic film discussions happening at the front row, which is always good. We like to chat to the students who are right there because we're lazy. And
that's us. We don't wander around the room.
No, we don't. It's a lunchtime. Why would we move? But no, always some fantastic film discussions. So I hope I've got the honour of teaching Bill and maybe a future media class if we've got them there in my front row one day. Hopefully.
I wish it upon you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. With the power of the Shankara stones.
So thank you very much, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Alrighty, let's get cracking.
Let's
Whip
hit the
cracking, that
doom.
is.
Woo.
Am I right? Whoosh. But we kick it off in Shanghai in 1935. So this one is set 1 year prior to Raiders of the Lost Ark.
And I didn't know that as a kid.
I think it was like one of the first things my dad told me, because I reckon I was asking, where's Marion? And he's like, oh, she hasn't necessarily come back into his life yet because of blah, 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 blah.
She will.
Yeah, I wish she had, though.
Can you imagine what it'd be like? But before we get to Kali Ma, we get to Club Obi-Wan.
Hell yeah. So
Good reference.
It is a good reference. Your references are out of control.
That's Jonah Hill dapping up Steven Spielberg. That's fine. We get another good transition for the Paramount logo.
The gong.
Into the gong in the mountain there. And very quickly, it's like, oh, it's ominous. There's like a dragon with red smoke.
You see Kate Capshaw and you're like,
yeah. Oh, no. Turn it off. Turn it down.
Yeah. It's a little distracting, too. She really dominates the frame. And the titles even come in behind her.
It's like, she's Indiana Jones.
Yeah, they're really putting her front and center in this one.
Why would Steven Spielberg do that?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe he had ulterior motives.
Maybe. So, yeah, we get Willie Scott performing a sort of a mix of English and Chinese version of Anything Goes. As you said, it's in Shanghai 1935. And, yeah, there's she was maybe getting together a little bit with Steven Spielberg on the set. But thankfully, she finishes her performance. They're all finishing up.
Oh,
and
look,
then,
the performance, you said thankfully. The performance is
good.
fine.
The dances are great.
I'll tell you some things I never noticed about it. So, first of all, there's almost like this entirely separate stage once the dance routine starts. And then they come running out of that little doorway. And I'm like, I would love it if that is a doorway to a separate stage no one can see. So for half the performance, they just run through there, do a dance. And
everyone's squinting and they've got their like opera glasses on. I can't quite see. They're hidden by this hideous red dress.
I want to see them do the splits, and then I want to see that in reverse as they split back up again.
That's a pretty impressive dance move.
It is.
We should do a shot for shot.
Just the anything goes sequence. But they pull like red scarves out of their like chest, and it's like them removing the hearts from them.
Cover your heart.
It's really cool. Like, I don't know if it's deliberate or not, but it's a fun little nod.
Good little pickup. Love that.
But yeah, it's like a different way to start the film. This is by far the most different opening.
Yes.
And I really appreciate that. There's a lot of James Bond references in this opening. We're obviously about to be introduced to Indy in his white tuxedo.
Indiana Jones.
But even this kind of back and forth feels very James Bond. And the reason that they did it was Spielberg really, really wanted, before he did Raiders, he really, really wanted to do a James Bond film. And when Lucas presented him with the idea of Indiana Jones, it was almost like an alternative. And so he diverted and went down a different path. But there are plenty of Bond-like references in this film.
Yep.
And one of the big reasons that they do change love interests in each of the films is because that's a nod to Bond's promiscuity and swapping the lead actress in all of those films. So, yeah, there's some really fun references there.
We do. But yeah, meets with Lao Che, and he's basically exchanging something that he's found. So Indy's found the remains of the first emperor of, I think, the Machu dynasty, Nohachi, for a feat.
You have insulted my son.
No, you've insulted me.
He's so suave here.
He broke his hand and everything.
Really, really nice contrast because in a minute he's going to drink some poison and then just be like fumbling around the space. So I really love when Harrison Ford steers into the goofiness of that stuff.
Me too.
He plays a cool character a lot of the times, but as soon as things go wrong,
he's like
Harrison Ford will do this as Han Solo. He'll do it as Indy. Even in like big action movies, he like kind of fights, but he clumsily fights. Like it brings a sense of realism in this film that is so far-fetched. It's like the characters feel a little bit more grounded as a result of that.
Agreed.
And it makes him far more endearing.
100%. He's got an everyman quality about him that's apparent in all these films.
He's a teacher, like us.
He's just one of us. Just one of our own. That's what we do as well on our side quests. We're going to, doing deals in Shanghai. Anyway, that's fine. That's a story for another time. Maybe that's for episode 200. But anyway.
But Willie comes over and
he's
sits
like, hey,
with him, and he kind of pulls her in once he knows he's been threatened.
Fork.
And I love that, the two-pronged fork.
I suggest you give me what you owe me, or anything goes.
That
classic.
wordplay.
Then he looks at the camera and he's like, that's pretty
Am
good.
I right? Expositional Marty's giving him the double thumbs up.
You have to rock up for this one.
Well, actually, not expositional Marty. Wordplay Marty.
Wordplay Marty. Even better. Just tips the fedora. That's fine. But basically, Indy's, because there's some cash involved, it gets put around on the old Lazy Susan.
Brought my little Lazy Susan.
Oh, there it is.
Complete with poison.
That's the poison. Definitely not mouthwash.
Nah.
It is poison if you wash your mouth. Yeah, that's fine. But money, but it's like the diamond, Lau. The deal's for the diamond. And, channels his inner Oriana and gets the diamond across the table. But also what gets slipped onto the table, very sort of like the hands like out of frame of the camera. So you get an old glass of little champers to celebrate. But to the eagle-eyed viewers, like it's a slightly different looking glass of champers. It's a bit hazy. It's a bit it's a bit murky.
That's your kind of champers. You love a hazy.
I love a hazy, but it is looking a little bit murky in the champagne glass.
It's a really smooth transition where he puts it down, and a lot has to kind of work out for him to even drink this in the first place. It's not his glass.
He's not
drinking
thirsty.
Someone else's champagne.
Exactly. What if he hates champagne? Sorry, guys, I'm more of a cab sav man myself. And they're like, no, you idiot.
Speaking of being an idiot, though, my first note about Willie is an idiot. This Nurhachi's a real small guy.
Oh, and it's just like, oh, yes, you're annoying.
The first of many winner lines from it.
Yeah, and welcome home, old boy. And then he has the drink.
He does.
And you get some of the most sinister laughing ever put to film.
Hell yeah.
Like with Lao Che and his sons. And then Lao Che's like, now you give me the diamond.
It's the antidote.
To
the poison you just drank.
It's very like maniacal Bond villain sort of stuff.
Yeah, I've got it later when they get on the plane and he's like, goodbye, Dr. Jones. He waiting for like the Dr. Evil finger to come up?
Basically. But he gets some advantage back because old Wuhan's there, gun in the hand, is like, game's not over, Lao.
Not for long.
But basically one of Lau's sons takes advantage of a champagne cork going flying, a drum being hit to mask the sound of his gun firing, and he shoots Wuhan in the chest, and Wuhan dies, unfortunately.
I followed you on many adventures
that
we didn't see.
That are in the extended universe of Indiana Jones, because goddamn, there's a lot. It'll be in the new DLC of The Great Circle.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Wuhan.
Oh, man, I'd love that.
I'd love that. Wuhan.
But the chaos ensues, and
he gets a flaming
kebab and whoo, straight into it. And I love that they're laughing when he does that too. And him kind of like lunging for things and like, splashing water on his face.
You get some cool like sort of wides and it's like looking like very disoriented and stuff. It's great. But basically, obviously...
It's just so farcical.
I mean, everyone knows in the restaurant that someone's just been killed with a flaming kebab. Yeah. And someone's screaming because like, that's my meal! And they're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
cook
what
another
they're
one.
concerned about.
Not about the death of someone who's just firing a gun in the middle. But anyway, chaos basically starts. The diamond's flying everywhere. The antidote goes flying everywhere. So you get this clash between Willie going after the diamond and Indy going after the vial of antidote.
Yes.
And this is great.
It
it's
is
so
really good. I love like the ice mixing with the diamond as well.
Indy punches like a waitress, like
Hell
flies
yeah.
around. He's just punching everyone in sight.
It's a man. Pulls off the wig. Anyway, eventually Willie gets the antidote, and so Indy...
but you missed it when Indy does the Zac Efron. Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's
it jumps
true.
across the floor.
Slides across the floor. Yeah. Oh, dear. But eventually ends up behind the gong.
One of Lau's sons, he gets a Tommy gun. A Tommy gun. And fires away with maniacal laughter. He's loving it.
It's wild.
And I know he's saying something in Chinese, but it really sounds like he's saying, "What's your name?" And that's what I used to say watching the film. What's your name? You call him Dr. Jones, no? But yeah, he's firing in.
Yeah.
Seeks protection from the gong, which is great.
It is really good. And then he clumsily runs out, grabs a sword and knocks it down. And then he's running behind it. It's like the boulder from the first film.
It's super iconic. I love this. And then, basically goes with Willie to go.
Picks up Willie and they jump out a window. It felt like Scooby-Doo to me. Is that what you were going to reference?
No, I was about to do like, we're not sinking, we're crashing. But I'll do that later. That's fine. You only get one of those. My voice can only do one of those.
That's true. But speaking of the first film, this was actually something that they had considered doing in the first film, having him kind of run behind something while he's being shot at.
Okay.
There's a few things that this film reuses from initial ideas of the first film. The raft out the plane is another one. And the minecarts was the last. I really like that all three of those made them into this film because I think they're three of the coolest moments from this film.
Agreed.
But who do we meet now?
Short round. It's this guy. Little
So
Bob.
good.
Probably.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. Hold on to your potatoes.
Oh, then we get the holy smoke crash landed. Because we were trying to work out, it was like, what came first, this or Goonies? This is first.
It is this. So it even says introducing.
Ke Kwan, and he's probably the best part of this film. He's one of the greatest introductions to this franchise, and it is a crime that we don't see him like pop back up in something else. Like almost hoped when there was a bit of press happening for Dial of Destiny that he might have like popped up in a cameo.
There were rumors. Look, I do
cool.
think it shows some restraint not bringing him back, but I would love to see it.
Bugger that restraint.
Yeah, right.
I don't care. I want him back. I think particularly as well, he counteracts Willie's grating personality so much by being just an incredibly endearing character, someone who has and we'll see throughout the film, a genuine friendship and like relationship with Indy. It's not like a sidekick thing. It's like a family thing.
Maybe the only people that does. Like him wearing his hat, them falling asleep on each other's shoulders. Like there is a real bond here that just does not return.
It's so good. And Ke Kwan just brings that sort of excited energy to be like sort of the audience, but also as well, he very much holds his own throughout the film and shows he's an intelligent character.
100%. Do you know much about how he got the role?
No.
So he actually went to the audition with his brother just to support him.
Oh.
And he was giving him tips while he was waiting to go in, and Spielberg saw him, and I think Kathleen Kennedy saw him doing it too, and thought, oh, this kid's got a great energy. And they said, you should audition too. And he came in, and because he hadn't kind of prepared anything, and there was also a little bit of a language barrier there as well, they just got him to improvise the poker playing scene where Indy cheats.
So good.
And apparently he just was incredible. His energy was off the chain. And he has later said part of the reason he was able to act so naturally was that in the audition, he had no idea who Steven Spielberg was. He had no idea who Indiana Jones was or Harrison Ford was. And he ended up watching a bunch of stuff after he got the part.
He's like, oh.
Yeah. So pretty cool.
Nailed it.
But a bit rough for his brother, I guess.
Yeah. Sucks. Basically, Shorty's the driver. He's got
Indy's fumbling for the antidote.
Yep, he's got the cinder blocks sort of like attached to the feet just to
No
drive.
time for love. We got company.
Which is good fun. Gets the antidote, and it's just like, I hope you choke. And I was just like, okay. But yeah, fires back at Lau's car with Indy's cannon of a handgun. Oh
yeah.
It is the best sounding firearm I have ever heard.
It's
I just watched
so
that.
explosive.
It
love it.
fills the room. The sound design for all weaponry, I think, in Spielberg films have always been pretty good. But this is incredible stuff. But yeah, and then Short Round's trying to get past this the street cart.
I love it.
You asked for it, and just floors it. And then he's just like, hold my gun, and then like Willie drops it because it's too hot.
Burn her fingers, and she cracked her nails.
Like, oh my god.
What I didn't realize is this, of course, is the reason why he doesn't have his gun later in the film when he goes to reach for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Willie, she's responsible for everything bad in the film. It's true.
So true. And I reckon we get our second Wilhelm scream at this point.
This is great, too.
We get plenty of Wilhelm screams throughout.
Oh, good. That's good. Too many, some might say. And they end up at the airport, and we
who are you
get
gonna call?
a British Dan Aykroyd cameo.
That accent is incredible.
On the cargo plane.
Yeah, I think Lucas and Spielberg are also wandering through in the background. I didn't spot them myself, but I read it somewhere.
Yeah, they got some photos on set, and just like, what's going on?
They're having a ball. Spielberg's known to have a little bit of fun on set. Yeah. We get the nice try,
Lao Che.
So good.
But it's his plane.
And then it's goodbye, Dr. Jones. It
literally turns into that. But yeah, obviously he signals to the pilots of the plane. So clearly the trouble has not yet been avoided.
Yep.
But thankfully, we get him back in the old hat and leather jacket.
We do. And we get the nice traveling by map.
Classic.
Love that.
Iconic Indy stuff. Nice enough to let you tag along. Why don't you give your mouth a rest? And I was like, fair.
And we need him to take your eyes on me. Oh, yeah.
Oh! What a mic drop moment. A hat drop moment, if you will.
That's it. That is it.
Big power move. But yeah, Indy has got a good old nap. But while he's having a nap, they're going to yeet out of there.
You love the little sound the guy makes.
Oh! The pilot's
trying to wake him up?
Yeah, it's like, don't wake them up. Okay. Oh!
Oh, dear. But
no one's flying the plane.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. And then he's like, Mister. He's like,
you caught him, Dr. Jones.
He appears from nowhere like a whack-a-mole. He just pops up in between Indy and he's like, you call him Dr. Jones, doll. Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones. Calling Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones, wake up now.
He's like, oh, are they all right? Oh my God, I gotta go sleep. Oh, I thought the plane smelled bad.
On the outside. You know how to fly, don't you?
No.
Do you?
Not yet. Not in this movie. But yeah.
And he's like just listing things. Fuel.
I always thought he broke something on the plane. He caused the fuel to come out of the plane. He just kept saying,
no more parachutes.
And then he gets the rafts. We're not sinking. We're crashing.
It's your mom's favorite line from the film, isn't it?
Oh, I think at that stage she basically started off because again, it's good to rewatch this with my mom and just be like, and then
Sandra loves Willie.
She just loves the tea. She was just like, and then she just gets out the phone, looking at me at this stage. She's like, God, and then just look, and then gets a picture of Steven Spielberg's wife he was divorcing from at the time. He's like, look at her, she's so pretty. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
But yeah, they go flying out of the plane. It is so
look,
cool.
It is very far-fetched that you could survive a drop like this, but they did this for real. They literally threw a boat out of a plane with 3 dummies in it, and it stayed upright and
perfectly
landed perfectly on the first take.
It's incredible.
So that was enough for them to go, well, I guess it's plausible then. Because, it looks great. It looks really, really good. What doesn't look as good is some of that rear projection as they're going down the hill.
In the film, it is like, it gets to a stage of like, Stephen, cut it back. It's too much.
Yeah, there's some dodgy effects in this. But look, for the most part, I really think this film does hold up with the effects. I
agree with that. And they go like going down like a man-made mountain, obviously, and cutting back and stuff like that. Obviously with Indy in Short Round, but one of the dummies is still on the raft. So it's pretty good.
That shot when they think it's all good and then they go off the cliff again.
Oh, that's not so bad.
It looks a lot like the shot from Raiders where the truck goes off the edge. I hate the water, and I hate being wet, and I hate you.
Willie's gotta tell him. Oh, dearie.
Oh, do a Soldier Boy mashup. I'll see what I can do.
If you got time.
I'll see what I can do.
Cut it out.
But they've landed themselves in India.
I was like, how do you know? Because they're greeted by the shaman or shaman who takes them to the village in Mayapur.
Yes, so this actor, I wrote it down, D.R. Nanayakara.
Yeah, Sri Lankan actor. Yep.
Yeah, didn't speak any English, and so all of his line delivery was fed to him by Steven Spielberg himself off camera, and he basically not only said the line, but he delivered it in a similar way to how he wanted him to deliver it.
That's pretty awesome.
And yeah, it really works because his lines are some of the most haunting in the film when he's telling the story.
This is when we start to get this dark. And I still remember watching it as a kid, and I was like, oh, there's just like there's a darkness here. There's like a little bit more maturity in the stuff they're talking about. I'm like, oh, okay. And even he's got like sort of a kind of like a madness in his eyes a little bit. I'm like, okay, you seem like, I know you're not the bad guy, but you're kind of giving me like almost
eerie
a bit of
vibes for sure.
Yeah.
You mentioned too that Steven Spielberg divorced his first wife. So part of the reason this film was so dark was that both Spielberg and Lucas were going through a divorce when they were in pre-production for this. So their heads weren't in the best of places. And so they wrote a very dark film. And one of the things about it being a dark film, and we mentioned this when we talked Gremlins, both Gremlins and this film came out in the same year, and they didn't really have an audience. It was like, it was intended for kids, but it was almost a little too dark for younger kids.
Hence,
so they brought in the PG-13 rating.
Right.
But even Spielberg and Lucas have both said on separate occasions, they're like, yeah, maybe we went a little too dark.
We went a little bit too much. And it's quite obvious, I think, in old Spielberg's filmography after this film, that he really cuts back on the violence and a lot of the darkness. And I think because of how this film was received.
I really like it, though. I think it creates a really great point of difference between this film and the others in the franchise. And
it is literally the black sheep.
Yeah.
Because of the darkness.
But I love this whole sequence in the village.
Yep.
I think it is so sinister. They come in and they get praised because they think that they have been sent there from the sky.
Yeah, that
by Shiva to save them all. The shaman basically says that Shivalinga, the stone that was in their village that kind of protects their village, has been stolen.
Yes.
And that after it was stolen, all their resources did dry up. But one night there was also a fire, and when the men went out to fight the fire, they came back and
found
their
women crying in the darkness.
The children had been taken by the people from Pankot Palace.
Yeah, it basically explains that there's like a darkness that's returned there because
and this is when Short Round's wearing his hat too, and then he's doing mimicking the action. There's a lot of mimicking in this later on with the punches at the same time. Yeah,
100%. So yeah, there's a new Maharaja, the power of the dark light, but one of the things that's really important, I think, about this film and understanding that it's a prequel for Raiders is that Indy's a lot more skeptical about things of a supernatural. Exactly right. He doesn't, but he's not a true believer, and they talk about this a couple of times, and this is why it's really good to sort of get this different sort of skeptical, slightly more selfish kind of character being played by Harrison Ford.
It's way more selfish.
Well, Fortune and Glory.
That's it. I love the guy's voice that says where the stones used to be.
They took the stone from here.
High pitched. It's great.
They took the stone from here.
This part here where the story is being explained in a different language and Indy is kind of translating it, it's so
Look at those cool, like, sort of low angles of looking at them. It's just like our children. They took our children. Yeah. And he's like, oh, far out. Okay, this is a bit much even for me.
It is. But we then cut to nighttime and a child stumbles down
that shot of him coming down on the mountain. And with like the light in the background.
Into his arms. It's really, really good.
But Indy's interest is piqued because he thinks the sacred stone could be one of the 5 Shankara stones.
Yeah, he's like, missing children. Ooh, Fortune and Glory, hell yeah.
I love, though, like, when he's having this little discussion with Short Round, he just boops him.
Yeah.
He does, like, the little, and I'm like, I completely missed that the first time. But, yeah, again, showing that bond.
He goes, got your nose, and Short Round goes, got your wallet, and runs off.
Yeah, well, exactly.
That's how they met.
But, yes, it's off to Pankot, and how else would you get to Pankot but travel by elephant?
I love the soundtrack here. It's really triumphant. I also love
Johnny Will.
when Short Round's talking to the other. You're my best friend.
It's so nice. He's just a wholesome kid. Willie's like, oh, what big birds. Like, they're quite clearly they're giant vampire bats.
One vampire bat.
200 vampire bats.
But this is when we hear the backstory of how Indy and Short Round met, with him picking his pocket. And yeah, it's really cool. I as you said, like, it is such a shame that this character doesn't return.
Yeah.
And I like that they take the time to show their connection in this film as well. Like, them playing cards in this next scene.
So funny.
So good. Like, you cheat. I'm very little. You cheat very big.
Oh, and I love it as well. Like, so Willie's kind of crashing out a little bit about sort of like the animals that are in there.
Everywhere she goes, there's a different animal. It's like the Three Amigos when they're singing and all the animals come in and sing with them.
And then it's got like, Indy's just like saying to Short Round, it's like, the biggest trouble with her is the noise. And Shorty's like, you're telling me, brother. It's so good. But yeah, he's like, I'm very little, you cheat very big. But he's cheating too. But then the realization on Shorty's face when he gets busted, just the little smile he's got, trying to smile through like him being angry. And then Indy's, like, Harrison Ford's trying really hard not to break character as well. It is so good.
It's really
You understand
endearing.
why he nailed the audition, like doing this sort of stuff.
Oh,
It's
for
great.
sure.
I love but yeah, Willie's being attacked by the entire animal kingdom.
And especially that elephant. I like to believe that the people on set just trained it to just pester the shit
Hey,
out of
can you just
it.
do an okay capture? She's doing too much with the screen.
Look, apparently it was a bit of a menace. I think it ate her sparkly dress from Anything Goes.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Anything does go.
It
Including
does,
the dress.
down your throat, am I right? But eventually it's not the trunk of the elephant, it's a bloody
slippery snake.
Thanks, Ben Mendo.
No,
but,
right, guys. Big supporter of the fifth period. 100 episodes. That's fantastic.
thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
That whole time-
You can come on our next one.
You haven't been talking to Pancop Palace, have you? You haven't been talking to the Thuggy Cult, have you? You haven't been talking to Molaram, have you? You got to cover your heart.
I'll just wait. That's fine. Whatever.
That's usually...
There's 100. You
Just
go,
let him
for
go.
gold, mate.
Okay, I'll go for 100 minutes while you're talking about all the different episodes we've done. G'day, guys. Anyway, back to it, Mr. Brown.
So, Indy's reaction here when he gets up, I adore this.
It's so
he's
good.
So scared. And again, like, this is what I find so endearing about Harrison Ford's performances.
But you talk about there's a few times when we get sort of these little flicks into gear of spooky season. God damn, the next scene does.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell's going
It's like
on?
a shrine to kind of ward off enemies, and it does. It scares off the
The guys with they're booking it with. I didn't realize
Like
this is a kid. His fingers, and I'm like, one's like, what?
Don't come up here.
Yeah, and he's like really like protecting Shorty, which is great.
It's like, Willie, you can come up.
It's fun. You got these sick low angles with like the bats swirling around in the distance, and I'm just like, yeah, this is like proper freaky stuff now. We've entered dark territory. I'm like, Steven,
Certainly have.
damn, this is a rough divorce, brother.
Yeah.
We're seeing it. But yeah, we walk
They're on
from here,
foot, yeah.
and then we get a lovely little matte painting to Bangkok
So
Palace.
I was going to ask you what you think of this.
I like it.
I do too. I was watching with Maddie last night, and she was like, "Oh, Buzz, your matte painting." Woof.
Good.
But I
I'd
think
be
it
very
looks
glad if
great.
Maddie
Like,
did
I
say
like
that.
the matte paintings in this. Yes, they are obvious when they happen, but they are like they're quite endearing, and it reminds you of a different time.
You got to remember, this film is 41 years old.
100%. And Spielberg actually
Oh,
did
God,
a
we're
lot
old.
of this stuff
Yep.
after a rough cut of the film was already completed.
Oh.
They watched it through and they didn't feel like the film had enough time to breathe.
Didn't have enough matte paintings.
They went back and they did some like scenery shots and the matte paintings so that you could have a moment between the scenes to just kind of catch your breath.
And that's fair, because sometimes we're like, okay, cool, this is acting as a bit of like the loading screen for the next level, and that's okay, because otherwise we're pinging around locations.
They are. But they get a very warm reception
From
at
Chatterlau.
Chatterlau. Chatter by name and chatter by nature, because he's very, very talkative.
Chatterlots.
Yeah.
That's what they should call him.
He is the prime minister to the Maharaja at the palace.
And basically welcomes them into Pankot
Invites them
Palace.
to stay for dinner and overnight.
I love that we get the shot of the palace. That looks awesome, because what we get is like this kind of like dark orange, like obviously because of the sunset on the top of the palace, but the bottom of it is all shrouded in shadows, like showing the underground stuff. I was like, I love a bit of symbolic lighting. Good stuff. But yeah, we get tweed jacket Professor Indy.
We do with
He
his
changes guard.
glasses on.
the very same.
But speaking of outfit changes, Willie's all dolled up in a bedazzled dress.
And then we get the acceleration of this relationship. And it's just like, Indy comes out of nowhere being like, oh, you look beautiful. But Willie's
it's just breeding in captivity. Their only interest is that they're in a confined space together.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, she wants to go for the Maharaja for a second there.
Well, she does. She's very keen on just like...
Maybe he likes older women.
That's
a great line.
Great line. It was like, maybe he hasn't met the right woman. It's like, maybe you're bloody 35.
Maybe he hasn't gone through puberty yet.
Hey, Jesus, you creeper.
But yeah, she's pretty angry when that reveal happens.
How dare he be a child?
Exactly right.
Welcome
but,
to
that's
the
not the worst
Mars.
thing she's going to get that night.
No, this is true.
Snake surprise, eyeball soup, and a monkey brains.
Shield monkey.
So this was the first thing that I had to close my eyes at when I was a kid.
It's pretty gross.
My mum was like, no, it's culturally insensitive. Close your eyes.
That's true.
I would say that most of the criticisms about the film not aging particularly well
is a lot of
happen
this.
in this scene.
Yeah.
So obviously the cuisine that they're eating, but all the stuff that they're talking about like the British invasion of India as well.
So we get it's a engaging sort of discussion in terms of sort of like the back and forth between Chatterlow and Indy, because Indy's just trying to press on what's going on, and obviously he's talking about the fact that the palace was the center of the Thuggee activity, so this cult, which apparently has been dead for nearly a century, but Indy's not entirely sure.
Yeah, so he basically questions them about what's been happening in the village, but they dismiss it as ramblings and folklore, and then Lyle throws it right back onto him, saying he's been accused of being a grave robber.
I love this.
And they even threatened to cut off his Willie Scott.
I think it was his fingers.
No, it wasn't. All they found of him was his finger.
That's Indy's fingers that are on the Carly.
No, but they literally, he goes to say it and he's like, and then just looks down.
It wasn't my hands. It was my misunderstanding.
I would say in terms of the cultural stuff, once you're down in the temple, you can kind of dismiss it as, well, they're not saying this is a reflection of culture. Maybe this is just like the extremist cult like views.
100%.
So you can get away with that stuff more. But here it's a little dicey.
No, basically because everyone else around the table is enjoying it and stuff like that. I'm like, no. But like Willie obviously has a big shriek seeing the eyeball soup. It's like, oh, geez. It's just like, there's a good thing that no one else
gives her the willies.
It's true, but it's a good thing that no one else has got an annoying voice in this film. Oh, wait, the Maharaja pipes up and turns into Draco Malfoy, basically.
Well, my opinion on this is that blah, 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 blah.
This will never happen again in my kingdom.
And then he apologizes for offending anyone, as Steven Spielberg does when he filmed this scene. But we get the chilled monkey brains for dessert and then passes out. And then we get just this and then like, then short round's like, that's all you better do. Tell me later what happened. Yeah. And then just like retreats back in and he's like,
look, I wrote the line, imagine this banter with a likable character. Because the banter at times is quite good, but because I don't believe in their relationship at
it's
all,
come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's not great.
And it's just like, maybe you can be my palace slave. And Indy's like, and I'm like, no, that's get out of there, brother. Thumbs down. Thumbs down.
Well, he does get out of there. They're both trying to call each other's bluff about, like, you want me, no, you want me. They're
you'll
both
be back
waiting
here
for each
in
other.
5 minutes.
Yep.
I'm like,
well, he is.
Longer.
He is back in 5 minutes because he gets attacked by an assassin.
The bloke in the mural. It's great.
So good. I had forgotten that he's like actually part of that. And I was like, whoa, where'd he come from? I love this fight. And what a cool idea to whip him around the neck and then throw it up into the fan.
I was wondering if Indy deliberately actually throws his whip up.
I don't know,
like
it gets knocked out. It's still cool, though.
It works, though.
I tell you, I'm a big fan of it.
Indy, like, sees it happen. He's like, okay. Okay. But yeah, Indy crashes back into Willie's room. This scene's hilarious. It's like trying to like crawl around to find.
Hey,
like,
I'm right here.
I was like, and that's why he's ignoring you. God damn.
Be gentle with me.
And the way he just like clutches onto the woman after he feels the breeze, and Willie's like, oh, okay.
The breeze isn't the only thing he's feeling.
He's clutching. Woo! He's clutching at Perth.
And I love that she tries to do it later. They've already found the passage. What is she doing?
She's an idiot. She's an idiot.
But then we get Nick Boylan, Fear Unlocked, Fortune Cookies.
I hate Freaky Friday. I still can't watch this. It's so terrifying. I've talked about this at length on the podcast, but in case you haven't checked in over our first 100 episodes, I suggest go back and watching anything, particularly Raiders of the Lost Ark or The Last Crusade, are good places to catch up, not only to get a voice of Whitts and Mr. Brown, but myself and Mr. Brown talking about Raiders of the Lost Ark. But after that shameless plug of the rest of the podcast, I've talked about the fact that I have a pretty strong phobia of insects and bugs.
Me too, but I have no issue watching it in this film.
Literally can't watch this. It terrifies the heck out of me. Like, a lot of this film does, but particularly here, it's gross.
It's not just you. Kate Capshaw also had to be sedated during her scenes here.
So did I.
Yeah.
So did I.
You're watching it.
Yeah, I'm just typing unconscious. 20 million bugs on the walls and on the ground. And this is 1984. These ain't CGI bugs.
Nope, they're real.
They're real.
Thousands of them.
And it is, nah.
Some of them are friggin' huge.
I know. You're telling me.
Well, you weren't watching, so I had to tell you.
And phobia unlocked. I still cannot physically watch this scene. But thankfully, they get through the scene and into another room. Like, thank God, no bugs in here, brother.
Yes.
But Short Round triggers the door to close behind and in front. He's stuck in here. And then he's like, don't touch anything.
You said stand against the wall. Not my fault.
It is, and it was. And basically triggers a trap. The ceiling starts closing in with spikes coming down.
So, I think the spikes would actually save them. There's enough room between those spikes.
Depends how strong the spikes are. Oh, this can take a nice little nap.
In between the spikes.
Oh, no. Okay, Shorty, this is where we sleep. That's Indy. We'll make camp here for the night.
I feel like there's a film too where the walls are closing in and the spikes run into each other. And then they just like climb them out.
That could happen.
Yeah.
And then she finds the skeletons like, there are 2 dead people down here. It's like, there's going to be 2 dead people in here if you don't do something. And I'm like, oh, and then she's like, oh God, what is this?
Indy through the little hole though with his fist like, do it now. We are going to die.
Yeah. Just like,
all right, just kill me.
Spikes just take me, honestly. And he just cut back to, and he's just laying on the spikes. He's like, this is fine. It's just like, I am going to die.
But right at the last minute, and the spike like pushing down on his hat.
And he's like, goo. It's good fun. And just in time, and then Willie triggers the trap again.
It's so good.
Going back into the score as well absolutely sent me.
Apparently, this is one of Spielberg's favorite moments.
It's
in all
so
of his
funny.
films. Like, at this with
It's like,
the hat save and
Yeah.
everything as well.
We get the cave with like some of the most ominous red light I've ever seen in a movie.
And the Scooby-Doo tune comes in. Oh, where are we?
That's how when he gets past them, he's going and punching. What's your side?
Fred does.
What's your side, baby? Woo!
It's electric.
That's what they should have done. I get past
Yeah,
them.
he would have snuck right on by.
Talk about the sets. Woo!
Yeah,
That's a
so
good one.
This is a great one. Right before it, they do have another one of those matte paintings that they've, again, probably added in after that first rough cut. But then when they open to that big space, it looks awesome. It's so good.
It's terrifying. It's like we've descended into hell, basically. And obviously, we see the giant statue of Kali. One of the things that actually creeps me out the most about this film, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Mummy. But when you've got like sort of the brainwashed people who are following Imhotep, you've got the brainwashed sort of cultists here.
Not so much here, but later during
even more
Willie's
later.
ritual, when you get the close-ups of their face, that is terrifying.
Agreed.
So scary.
And that's like the real power like of cults, that they're turning sort of these innocent people into these brainwashed followers. And
yeah,
that's the real part. And then we get Molaram, who's obviously the high priestess.
Again, looks like the guy from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It's a sacrifice to Kali, and old mate goes into this sort of cage. He goes in.
The look of his hand going through, like that's obviously a very practical effect, but the way it heals back over,
Looks great.
oh, it looks so good.
But yes, and he rips his heart out.
But
And
he's still alive.
seeing it for the first time, it was so gnarly. I was like, God damn.
This was me closing my eyes.
I was like,
for the
that's
second
literally
part.
someone's heart's got ripped out of their chest. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Just like the metaphorical hearts that are being ripped out of Spielberg and Lucas's chests.
It's true. Yeah, old mate's still alive and he gets lowered down.
When he's like burning and then the heart catches fire.
And Molam's like maniacally like laughing and stuff like
man.
that. It's wild.
Yeah.
Molaram's having a great time, but then yes, we do
They
see
take out the 3 Shankara stones.
yes, and they're in the 2 eyes of this sort of skull and then the nose.
Yeah, so
These little-
one of which is obviously the stone from the village, but we find out that this is 3 of 5 stones, and the other 2 were part of the reasons why they're mining down there.
So Indy drops down to go get the stones.
Yeah, it's pretty janky when Indy whips across. That's a bitty. That's a bit of a dodgy looking effect.
It's a bitty dodgy.
The face Willie makes after they kiss, she's like pining for him, but she's like licking her lips as well. It's weird.
It's like it's warm down there. That's fine.
It's real weird.
It's real weird down there.
But
we hear like the whip cracks and the cries of the kids in the background.
What a shot when he picks up the stone and it's like glowing in his face. Fortune and glory, am I right?
He's in there and he's like, oh, I better go see what those crying kids are about.
Yeah, he was going to leave, but he decides to grow a conscience and go.
He does, and
check on him.
because he sees the kids in the mine working away, and it's brutal to watch. Like they're getting whipped and everything, and
My
then
bloody Pat Roach.
Pat Roach is back again in some. If we're talking about culturally insensitive,
Yeah, the makeup's not great here.
no, it's not. But he gets taken out with a well-thrown rock
So
from distance too.
Pat Roach is the guy from Raiders.
He's
who
the
get
big burly mechanic.
Aeroplane propellers chops him up.
Looks like Goldberg.
But he does feature in The Last Crusade as well. He's like a Gestapo agent on the blimp.
Yes. The jump scare when like Willie and sort of Short Round are working out what to do, and that cultist just pops out of nowhere. That completely got me. I'd forgotten about that. I was like, "Whoa!"
Indy is their only hope to be saved, but he screws it all up by giving away his position.
Yeah, like just throws this massive rock from the highest position.
Excuse me, it's not a massive rock when he picks it up. While it's flying through the air, it turns into the size of a head.
It's
Pat Roach in the back of the head.
That's one of the
Boing.
missing Shankara stones. It's got magical size-changing properties.
It's ridiculous. But it just goes boing.
It does go boing.
And he's announced his position, so he also gets captured.
Yeah, and he's in the cage with Short Round, and they work out. One of the kids are talking about is like they'll make you drink the blood of Kalima. It'll brainwash him, and it's a nightmare you don't wake up from. And it's like, oh, geez, that's a bit spooky.
You want to know what's so dark about this? In the next sequence, when he is getting fed the blood,
that kid's already.
That's the kid that picks it up. It's
happened so quick.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn. But yeah, so Molaram's chatting to Indy about sort of everything and says, yes, we've been looking for the other 2 stones, bringing the thuggies back to power.
What a vivid imagination.
It's like, oh, you're not a true believer. It's like,
You will be.
But yes, forcing Indy to drink the blood, but he kind of spits it back out at Molaram, and then basically to help him.
Short Round kicks the Maharaja.
All because the Maharaja's got the voodoo doll, the voodoo that you do, and he's basically hoodoo, exactly. And then he is burning Indy to force him, but yeah, Short Round gets involved.
Anytime the Maharaja gets a kick in, I'm like, yeah, get him. Get the little dweeb.
Get him. And then Indy's tortured by his own whip, which is brutal.
Yeah.
And then the Maharaja's whipping Short
That's
Round.
way more brutal. He's like, leave him alone. Oh, anytime Short
It's very
Round's in
hard,
pain,
100%. It's hard to watch. And then so Indy's basically forced, had his mouth, like his nose, got your nose.
And the transformation when he's on the
Freaking
stone,
out.
like writhing, like the echoey screams.
And then he wakes up and he's got like kind of the weird smile on his
I
face.
hated this as a kid.
Like,
he's
Indy,
the
no!
hero. Like,
Indy, no!
thumbs down.
Thumbs down,
Thumbs
Harrison
down. He
Ford.
can't be bad.
Shorty's basically been cast off to work in the mines.
Shorty goes down.
In the
good
mines.
Lord. But Willie's next to be sacrificed.
She is. And Indy's best mates, he's having a good old
He's
chatter.
fully on board. I mean,
He's-
I get it. Sacrificing Willie, I'd probably be on board too.
The way that, no, the best bit is Chatterlow's line. It's like, she is seen and she is heard, and now she will not talk. And Indy starts smiling.
There's a bit of him still in there.
He's just like, oh yeah, finally.
I was so distracted by Chatterlow's makeup here. So the war paint is kind of different from each person, But Chatterloud just looked like he had a big piece of salami stuck to his head here. It's so goofy looking.
It's a bit of leftover mortadella from Harry's film.
Oh,
we hope the Year 12 exams are going well, mate. That's fine.
But Short Round minds himself out of his old chains, starts getting away at the pickaxe and does his own little Indy moment.
No, exactly right. He does. He climbs the ladder and takes out a goon
All
while
the
going the
kids
other way.
are going
Yeah,
nuts.
shorty!
I love the look of like him swinging and then like climbing out the hole.
They're not shorty down. It's like, shorty, get up
Get
out
up,
of
yeah.
here, brother. But Molaram's about to rip out Woolie's heart, but then he's like, no, I'm going to get Indy over here. And then she's trying to reason with him. And it's just like, wake up, you scruffy looking nerve herder.
She's been lowered into the lava, and this is when the faces are really haunting. They're so excited by it.
Yeah, because they also like, God, she's annoying.
Also, there is a hilarious dummy here. As it's being lowered into the lava, that it must be the same kind of dummy mechanisms they used for the bridge later on, because it's just like shaking and it looks so funny. I was laughing.
You big dummy, Spielberg. You big dummy.
You big old dummy.
But thankfully, right on time, Shorty arrives. But oh my God,
when he gets smacked,
he gets backhanded and he starts crying. It's genuinely
so
the saddest
sad.
things. And it's just like, Indy, I love you. And it's just like, man, it's like, and then he gets the fire and it's like, wake up, Indy. And then finally wakes him up, gets burned, and we work out that's a way to snap him out of the trance.
Kid, I'm okay.
Winks.
He's like,
and,
yeah, but you backhanded him, mate.
Yeah.
This relationship's gonna need some repairing.
You guys need to see somebody. But yeah, it's great. And he's just like, you're my best friend. It's the best.
It is heartbreaking though.
But yeah, and then they basically fight side by side, taking out goons.
And I love it at the part where Indy takes lead and Short Round's just like
in the background, it's like,
fighting,
and you see the shadows and like on the rock behind him and stuff.
The shadow work in Indy films is always great.
Agreed.
Always good.
Willie's very close to being burned. She's getting low. She's getting raised.
Up and down. It reminded me of Shanghai Nights when Owen Wilson is going, just go ahead and drown me. I don't care anymore.
That's Willie. That's basically.
There's a couple of Shanghai Nights things I reckon are quite similar. The statue to go through the secret passage.
Oh, true.
It's the same thing. I reckon he was a big fan. Let's do Shanghai Nights on the pod.
I don't think we can.
Can we say M?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good film though.
No, that's right. We don't do M-rated films on the podcast. It's fine.
Yeah. I think it's PG-13.
I give that. I give that 13 thumbs up. That's the 13 thumbs on the Carly statue.
Molaram's exit here.
This is
so
straight Bond
funny.
film.
But when he goes over, he's like already lying down and just rolls out the little
It
trap
looks
door.
like something out of like.
Fooled you.
It generally looks like something out of, I don't know, like a Roger Moore Bond film, like Live and Let Die or something like that.
I
It's
mean,
like Baron Samedi
the
rolling
crocodiles
away.
are out of a Roger Moore Bond film.
Yeah, exactly. It's just very, very funny. But he's
It is
trying to pull Willie up, but then the PM's getting involved. He's got a bit of a dagger. He's trying to get on the action, but he gone, and they save Willie, and it's all okay.
It is okay, and then we get a nice little hug between Short Round and Indy.
Oh, what a hug! What a hug!
Also, Willie looks like she's been overcooked in a solarium at this point, though.
She's
Got the little eye marks on her. It's great. Now let's get out of here.
They got the stones.
All of us.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go get Chatterlow. No, that's fine.
Hero shot
here
is incredible. And he punches that guy. He slides like 20 feet. It's awesome. Really cool.
Yeah, the shot of Indy and the smoke on the tracks is the best. It's great. And the kids are free. It's very triumphant.
They overpower the guards.
They do. It's great, but not all the guards. 'Cause Pat Roach is down for, like, we had a good fight in the last movie. And he says, I'm going to fight you in a year, and I'm not going to be wearing a shirt. And then he goes to fight him now.
Just anytime he fights Pat Roach, he's instantly on the back foot.
He's
I love
huge.
it. Oh, actually, not in the blimp. In the blimp, he has the upper hand.
And he's not super on
No ticket.
Exactly. He's not, exactly, but Pat Roach has bought a ticket for this fight. Bloody hell.
And he's punching his ticket.
Bang! A few
Explosive
times.
punches.
Well, Indy gets a few in, but then that is counteracted by the Maharaja back again with the voodoo.
Voodoo?
You do. But I love some of, like,
Did he just have that voodoo doll ready to go, by the way? It's perfectly...
Such a nice hat.
Yeah, I know.
It's a great little hat.
The detail. Interesting thing about this fight, too, Harrison Ford was known for doing a lot of hands-on stuff in these films, but he actually did injure his back during this one.
Carry in this movie.
Flown out for a portion of the film.
Yeah.
So his stunt double ended up taking on, I mean, a lot of this fight that they interspersed between the two, but a lot of stuff that wasn't even necessarily stunt work. He kind of filled in any time Harrison Ford could afford to be out of it. And you even do see it.
That's good.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it was intentional too. Yeah. But you can see it, like, I think earlier in the scene where the roof is closing in, there's like one or two shots there where it doesn't look like it's Harrison Ford either.
No.
But this scene, this whole fight is awesome.
I love some of the physical comedy though. When like Harrison Ford's about to, like Indy's about to punch Pat Roach and then like gets like a stab in the back and he goes, and just falls over. Again, goofy Harrison Ford. We love it.
But nothing is better than the shot of them simultaneously punching. So Short Round goes up to take out the Maharaja and Indy is taking out Pat Roach and they're like, bang, bang, in time. Incredible.
It's great.
I mean, we hate the Maharaja. Anytime he can get a beat down. He's not Maharaja.
Nah. And he's not
Maharaja, am I right?
There we go. There's a big nah. But yeah, so they're like kind of stuck on this like conveyor belt that's going to crush. It's there to crush rocks, but also crush Indy. Indy fights his way out of that, and then Pat Roach's long garb gets caught in the crusher, and he basically gets
Indy
crushed to
tries
death.
to save him. I didn't realize that, but he actually like reaches out to him, but instead he rips his sleeve off. Woo!
Then we get that. We finally got the reason for why you've got one shirt sleeve on.
Hell yeah. But in addition to beating down the Maharaja, he also burns him. And
Oh,
he
you're on fire!
snaps out of it.
You're on fire!
And says, can we be friends? And Short Round says, I'm good, man. I got a lot of friends already. And he cuts his thumb off and puts it on the old statue.
Yep. That's dark, man.
Sorry.
God damn.
But no, the Maharaja says, make sure you take the left tunnel.
And
Indy goes, I can't turn left. Takes the right one instead.
Oh, I love this whole sort of sequence that, Indy's like swinging across and they're like running away from the guards.
It's a convenient
Shorty's taking the guards
swing.
out. They always are.
Right to the minecart.
And it's all going well.
How good is the guy's face when Short Round climbs into the minecart and like steps on him and he's like, huh?
What's going on? And it's just like, brother, this is the Disney roller coaster theme part of the movie.
Oh, because they used a Disney roller coaster sound effect for this whole minecart thing.
Good.
It's really cool.
Because Molaram sort of arrived with the goons. So yeah, Indy, Willie, and Shorty go hurtling into the mine.
But he takes the right
pursued.
tunnel. And
He
it's
does.
actually the wrong tunnel. The lighting gives it away. There's a blue tunnel and there's a red tunnel. Don't take the red tunnel.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like that.
You go this way.
I'll go home. I'd love to leave the palace. That's where the kids go. The kids take the left tunnel.
Yeah, exactly.
They go home.
This sequence is one of my favorite in the film.
It's probably one of my favorite in the damn franchise.
It's really, really well done.
So cool.
They only built a very small section of track, which they do use for practical effects of them in the cart and some stunt people in the cart. But the rest of it is made up with some rear projection and also using like miniatures and some small kind of models of people. And I would say, for the most part, it looks incredible. There is a pretty funny shot when Short Round's being stretched across the two. He looks like Mr. Fantastic.
He
being
does
pulled
look
across.
really weird.
But I would say it is pretty believable for a lot of it.
Agreed. That cool like technology they're using actually on the Donkey Kong minecart ride at Universal that has you like jump the track or to make it feel like you're jumping the track.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that moment, by the way, where they all just get in and it just lands.
Nail it.
Incredible.
You get a good combo for that on Tony Hawk's. It's great.
But the other thing that they did to get kind of the fast camera movement through the tracks was they undercranked.
Yep.
So they filmed it at 1 frame per second and then sped it up to 25 frames per second. So yeah, it looks incredible.
It's very kinetic.
Really, really good.
I love all the POV shots like flying through.
And all the sections where they have like relief on their face when they take out a guard, but then something else happens. And
Then
like,
there's another cart that rolls in. But all
we
this
feel like Colin Creevy duck down.
It's true. But Molaram's basically orders the goons back sort of in the where the they've been digging to take out the water tank and to get it flying through there. And this is some good miniature work too.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's a pretty solid gag too, with Indy stopping the cart with his foot, and he's
Water,
like,
water.
What is going on with the physics of this water though? They turn down a side tunnel and the water doesn't follow them. Everybody knows water can't turn corners.
Can't turn right. It's the opposite of Derek Zoolander.
But it does eventually make its way the long way around.
The water comes out and that first shot looks horrendous.
Oh, on the outside of the
It
tunnel.
looks so bad.
Yeah, so they're like climbing. It's not just the first shot. When Indy's climbing up and the water's behind him too, that looks pretty bad as well. But look, that's fine because we're about
there's a lot
to
of
head
rear
to the
projection.
bridge, and
Up they go to the
this
bridge.
is practical and incredible.
I love it. It's just like, and Shorty's like, it's funny, it's super strong. And it's like, nope, it's
That's
not that
not
strong,
very
Shorty.
funny.
And it's not very funny. But yes,
but
the
we
alligator's below.
Get 2 Harrison Ford callbacks here. So the first one is the gun gag from Raiders, which do you think it takes away from this being the reverse of that?
Yes.
When you realize
It's a
this
prequel.
happens beforehand?
Yeah, because why would you do that again?
Well, it works out for him the second time.
Yeah, because he's dealing with Marion who wouldn't drop his gun.
Yeah. But it's not the only Harrison Ford
We get a New Hope throwback.
Yeah, Han Solo chasing after some guards and then a whole army of guards chasing him back the other way.
It's good fun.
It's almost identical. The face that he makes and everything. Really good.
It's very good. And Willie and Shorty go over to the other side. But who's there? It's bloody Molar Arm. And if you didn't know, Willie lets out the scream.
It's a bit like,
Go count Olaf.
how did he beat us? By all accounts, it doesn't make any sense.
He was like, why is he over there? But anyway, that's fine. Indy's on the bridge, sword in hand, but he tries to sort of throw the stones over, but Molarum's like, I'll just go get him anyway, brother. That's fine.
It's very Balok being like, go ahead, blow it up.
And then he's talking to Shorty. They basically sort of tuck themselves into the rope and try to wind around, and they're prepared to make
flimsy machete.
Don't look at it, Mr. Boylan. You won't laugh. Shut your eyes. Prepare to meet Carly in hell. Yeah, and this looks so good.
It does.
The practical work here.
This, am I right?
I mean, there's a slight quality difference, I reckon, Mr. Spielberg. Yeah, it's the whip. It's his knife whip. The bridge collapsing looks sick. The goons go flying. There's a few left, but obviously Willie's still safe. Shorty's still safe. Indy's still safe. But so is Molar.
So again, this is a very practical effect. They had something in the cables that was a very small explosive that would kind of cut it. And they had dummies that had the same shaking mechanisms. Their arms would flare and their legs would kick. So it looked like real people struggling. Yeah. As they fell to their doom. Isn't it funny how as soon as they fall in the water, it's just a pile of clothes.
It's just a pile of rags.
Yeah. That's the Roger Moore film right there.
They're hungry alligators.
Yeah. As you hear like the screams coming out.
Those clothes had feelings. They had a family.
But Molaram tries to rip out Indy's heart.
Yeah, he's like, you betrayed Shiva, and then the stones start to glow and go on fire.
His satchel is burning.
Exactly.
2 of the stones fall down, and the final one, which is the village stone, lands in Molarama's hands, and he kind of throws it back up.
Hot potato!
Hold on to your potato!
And then falls. I love this shot of him falling down.
And then he ricochets off the wall like a pinball.
And then a bundle of clothes lands in the water, and we get the third Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
Really good.
Same pitch as Molar too.
As Indy's climbing up, the British Indian Army turns up.
Because they're always there to save the day.
Yeah, just in time, am I right?
Oh, God. Anyway, so that hasn't probably aged super gracefully. But anyway, I love the fact that after there's sort of, obviously the goons are taken out and everything, but we cut to the village. There's all the colour.
Yeah, the saturation's really good.
The saturation's popping. You got a bit more high key lighting here. It's all looking like more optimistic and triumphant. Even more so when Indy rocks back up.
Do you think it was considerate of the kids to wait for them to go through their whole ordeal on the bridge for the big reveal?
I think so. I was very
He's just
considerate.
like, look what I got.
He's like, you took long enough on the bridge, brother. We haven't eaten in 4 months.
But no, it's a very wholesome moment.
Yes, with the mums sort of like getting quite emotional as you would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But
he gives up his fortune and glory to
he
give back the
does.
stone.
Thinking, and there you see the magic of the rock. And you get this sort of transformation in his probably attitude towards some of the more sort of mythical things. And he says even to the shaman and the guy with the best voice in the world, like, I can see the power of the stone now.
Yeah, it's the end of Indy's grub era, and he's going to be a better man.
He is going to be a better man. But yeah, like, then he's having a bit of banter with Willie, and Willie's like, "Oh, think again, Buster."
Yeah.
But Indy whips Willie right back in, and
Whips
righto,
on the
champ.
back.
He does. He's like,
with the machete. Whoosh.
Indy, no. And Short Round's like, no. But Shorty has the last laugh.
You can imagine what it'd be like, huh?
Huh? Tell me later what happened, Indy. That's fine. Shorty has the last laugh of the elephant, throwing some more water on them, and they smooch. And
Big
Short
kiss,
Round
and we
hates
never
it.
see Kate capture again.
Goodbye. Thank God for that. She's been Kate captured by Steven Spielberg.
Very good.
To do some other roles, which none of them I know.
Look, I just have to say, I loved this. I don't think I've ever enjoyed watching this film as much as I did watching it last night. Growing up, I always thought that this film was inferior compared to Raiders and The Last Crusade.
I still think that, but not by much.
100%. Those are the better films, but I always thought this was like just an average film.
Like a golfing class.
I guess I'll watch it if the other two aren't available, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think now I have a lot more appreciation for the darker elements in it. I like the fact that it's different. It's certainly not a flawless film. There's a couple of things that haven't aged all that well, the effects, but also the cultural stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we see films like Dial of Destiny and we can see how bad it could be, we didn't realize how spoiled we were with this original
how good
trilogy.
we had it.
Yeah.
And Kingdom of Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
So no, very good to touch back in with this franchise. A franchise that, you know, it's good to sort of get back to a film, like, particularly, like, obviously for still in spooky season, so something was a bit creepy, but also as well, like, for the 100th ep, doing a franchise that obviously means a lot to both of us.
Yep.
I'm playing through the Great Circle at the moment on PlayStation. You've already smashed through it.
I love it.
So
I got Order of Giants, though, that I'm doing.
oh, lovely. We love a bit of Indy, so very good to sort of finish off the original trilogy. And we'll see how we go touching the other films one day.
Yeah, whoa, no. Cover your eyes, Marion. Don't look at it. But little fun fact about the character names. I had nowhere to kind of fit this into my notes. But obviously we knew that Indiana was the name of Lucas's dog.
The dog?
You were named after the dog.
You turned into Count Olaf then.
Yeah.
Rather than Sulla.
But Willie was the name of Spielberg's dog, and screenwriter Willard Hayek's dog was Short Round.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, all
They love the doggo on the set.
They love their doggos, and we love doggos
We do.
too.
We'll have a good boy and a good girl. That's fine.
A good boy and
A good girl. That's fine.
Good girl.
Yeah, love a good doggo. That's fine. Here you go.
But yeah, it was really fun returning to this. So once again, mate, great suggestion for Pod
thanks.
100. But speaking of some great prequels, should we move on to our best and blurst?
Let's do it.
These are the best and blurst of mine. Some of them suck, but some are fine. Can't all be winners all the time. We'll see which fall on each side of the line.
Alrighty, so for today we have done 3 best prequels and 3 blurst prequels. There were some that I kind of ruled out for various reasons. Either we've talked about them before, like I didn't mention anything from the Star Wars prequels.
I did.
Oh, okay, great. But there's other things that I didn't mention, like I kept it strictly to film. But if you were kind of extending it to things like Dexter, Original Sin, I thought was a good series, even though it didn't get renewed for the second one. But even something like Smallville as a prequel to Superman.
We do love a bit of Smallville.
We love Smallville. But I'm actually going to kick things off with X-Men First Class.
That's the first on my
Hey,
list.
double up! Wham. There are probably some films in the X-Men prequel series that could have ended up on your blurst list. I'm looking at you, Dark Phoenix, but I
glad
wanted
you
to
didn't mention one that is on my blurst list.
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to stick with the original one that came out as a prequel, and this was incredible. I loved this. Firstly, the 60s setting with the Cold War coming in, but also Fassbender, McAvoy were brilliant in their roles.
Nick Holt as well.
Yes. But, I mean, Kevin Bacon as a villain is so dark in this, and it's awesome.
It's really...
The moment with the coin and stuff, it's really good. Like, I know some of the time travel-y stuff and inconsistencies between the franchise of X-Men gets a little messy, but just as a standalone film, I really, really enjoy this one. So, X-Men First Class.
I love the setting of this, and I think particularly as well, coming off the back end of X-Men The Last Stand, I wanted some more good X-Men films, and this is one. I love the feel of it. I like Matthew Vaughn's direction on this as well. It's really tremendous. This probably would have been like the first look I'd had at like Michael Fassbender, and he's just like turned into probably one of my favorite actors of all time. I think he's just truly phenomenal. So I like for many of the reasons that you mentioned, like it's just a really good film. It's a great standalone film, and had me sort of excited, like, oh cool, like more X-Men films. And obviously some of this saga of the films doesn't have the same effect, I would say, as some of the as has First Class, but that's okay. That's okay. It's good stuff. I highly enjoy it.
Were you alluding to the fact that you've got another X-Men film on your list?
Oh, not in the best though.
Oh, well, please enlighten us with a blurst, mate.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
This film's awful. It's so bad.
Yep.
Like, very early on, we get the CGI claws. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I think we're in trouble. 2 other Wolverine solo films that are great. I love The Wolverine. That's a good film. And I love Logan. But this film is god-awful. Like, that is packed way too much in there. Some of the performances are really terrible as well.
Deadpool.
Yeah, they like literally like the merc with the mouth. They take away his mouth as like the big bad at the end of the film. It sucks. Some of the CGI, and there's parts of this film that are like quite interesting. Like I liked the idea of like Taylor Kitsch doing Gambit and stuff like that. I thought he was pretty fun. But we get Will.i.am in there. What's he doing there? And I love like Liev Schreiber is really good. Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth, really good. But the film, it's just like it's trying to set up way too much. And it just like collapses under its own weight. I think it's just,
but they put in all those important details, like the origin of where he got his leather jacket. I've been wondering that for years.
What's next on your list? What's on your blurst?
So my first blurst. Oh, I said I wasn't going to talk about the Star Wars prequels, but I absolutely will talk about Solo, a Star Wars story.
Didn't know where you were going with that. I thought I was going to have to bloody get the machete out. I mean, I think this is not great.
I think correct. Right, you are.
I don't think this is as bad as people think it is, but I don't think it's a great film either.
I just think the character of Han Solo is so sacred, you just don't touch it.
And for Alden Ehrenreich, that's a poison chalice to take on as an actor.
This I really struggled to even just sit through. I did not enjoy the action sequences. I didn't really like the characters, and a lot of the actors I like, but just in these roles, it didn't work for me, and I didn't connect with the story. It was just meh. And again, trying to shoehorn in too many details, like, well, that's how we got the dice.
There's Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Which would have been cool, but fair enough. Next best for me is I'll talk about a good prequel from the Star Wars franchise. I won't talk about it too long because I've spoken glowingly about this. It's Revenge of the Sith. It's still the best Star Wars film. And
thumbs down.
Hey, check it out.
Cut him off. Put him on a statue.
Check out our rival rankings where we talk about it. It's fine. And it's still one of my favorite things in our time podcasting together is that realization on your face when we've worked out what I put at number 1. It's iconic. The Death Star.
Wait.
Yeah, you've done your math. The Death Star 2 battle.
You've got some explaining to do, mister.
But I mean, this is the best. The score's the best. Hayden Christensen is killing this. I love him and Ewan McGregor. They're like the best pairing in the entire franchise. And the action's really cool. The way this is how you do a film and connect a prequel to what we know and do it well. A lot of these films and these prequels we talk about, it's because it's setting up too much and doing it in a really clunky way. Everything here fits, it flows well. We know what's coming, but it still doesn't lessen the impact of when it does happen, and that's really, really good. So this would be, I think it's probably the best prequel that's ever been made. It's my favorite Star Wars film, and yeah, it rips. It's fine.
Nice.
Enough said.
Next up for me for best, and it's a little bit of a cheat because it's not like a direct prequel, but it is, and I went with Wicked.
Oh, yeah.
I loved the movie. I've
Me
spoken
too.
about this on the pod before. I didn't really have very high hopes for it, but we've shouted our appreciation because we did it on the pod, and we're probably going to do Wicked for Good once that one comes out too. I'm excited. I am very excited for it, but this worked so well, from the cast to the set design to the music in it. Everything just felt like they had really captured the show. And a lot of people were skeptical about the runtime, knowing that it was the full length of the show, but only for part one. But I really think that it worked. The stuff that they fleshed out didn't feel like it dragged for me.
No.
And in a film, you kind of need to do that, which we obviously talked about in extensive detail when we did it. So,
For sure.
yeah, I think that's a very worthy best, Wicked.
Good call. In a franchise that a lot of the time, these are franchises that I really like, and then there's a poor installment. One of them is Alien Covenant.
Hey, double up!
Nice one, double up. That's good. This film's horrid because it faces a very unfortunate thing where it's not only trying to bridge the gap to the Alien franchise, but it's also trying to continue on from Prometheus. And Prometheus,
You really like Prometheus, yes?
I didn't usually like Prometheus, but I've watched it later, and I appreciate the film much more as a really good sci-fi film when it doesn't connect to Alien. I think it's great by itself.
Oh, okay.
Which is why, like in Alien Romulus, when they started connecting some of the stuff from Prometheus, I'm like, oh no.
Oh, see, I don't mind the connections there. I really liked Prometheus.
It's a good film.
One of the best things about it for me is the character of Shaw. And
she's
when I
just
found
nerfed
out
off
that they were
camera.
making Covenant, I was like, awesome. There's a sequel to it. And
She's got the Newton Hicks treatment.
It's really unfortunate. They're two of the biggest things I hate about the franchise, the deaths of both of those characters.
Feels.
But
This film sucks.
the characters make really dumb choices in this. Two Fassbenders is too much. I hate him trying to do the American accent is bad.
Like the
And
flute scene.
there's almost like a weird romance
Yeah.
between. It's strange. It's very strange.
And I also don't like the design of the aliens either. I think it looks a bit funky.
Yeah.
Like you get the little dance, like the fact that he pops out like already sort of like fully formed and stuff. I'm like, why? That's not how xenomorphs
works. Yeah, but Crudup is making some dumb choices.
And it's a shame because I like Billy Crudup as an actor.
I do too. I watched Big Fish the other day. He's so good in it.
He's not good in
Anyway.
this.
Nah.
This is a poor film, and I just don't enjoy it. And then we get the twist. I mean, I don't mind that twist at the end. That it turns out it's the other android and stuff like that. But like,
Is that really a twist? As soon as a film presents
two characters, it's
you
like,
know
oh,
there's
it's
gonna
probably
be a
going to
flip
be the
at
other
some
one.
point.
So yeah, oh, that's another one. Anyway,
Yeah, nice.
Go for it.
Next on my best list.
Your best list.
This is my last best, and I suspect it might be your last best. So perhaps I should do a Blurst because you want to save that to the end.
Yes, let's do your best.
All right, so I'm gonna go with my Blurst as A Quiet Place Day 1.
Okay. I
Now-
watched half of this film and couldn't get through it, and that's a shame because I really like Lupita Nyong'o and I really like Joseph Quinn, but I don't like this film.
This film is boring, and I think to say like Blurst along with some of these other ones that we have mentioned might seem harsh for a film that's just average, but I think because the previous two films were so good, your expectations are really high going into this, and as a
Agreed.
result, it makes it really, really tricky when you see that it is
like,
subpar. It was why I had also considered putting The King's Man in my Blurst as well.
Really?
Like, I know you like it, but for
do.
me, I think it's a significant step down in the franchise. There's just some really dumb choices that even though I like the film for key moments, the bad things in it so vastly overshadow them that it ruins the film. Anyway, we're not talking about that film, but
That's fine.
A Quiet Place Day 1, like
It's boring.
it is. It's really boring. And yeah, it's all stuff we've seen before, but just done worse. The
And-
characters aren't very likable.
Nope. And like a lot of the tension that comes from those first two films is it's not very evident in this film. The stakes don't feel very high, and you don't feel really sort of engaged.
That's true. When you know what's going to happen to one of the key characters at the beginning of the narrative, it's kind of removing any sense of caring for them.
100%. Not a fan. Cool. I'll talk about my last Blurst, and that is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And you could put the first film down, you could put the second one down. I didn't watch the third one.
It was very close to making my list.
I think these films suck. They don't need to happen.
Where to find them? In the bargain bin.
In the bin. Just in any bin, really. The Harry Potter films have got a lot of soul and a lot of feeling. I don't feel any of that with these films. They feel just like they've been chucked out there. And I like Eddie Redmayne as an actor, but I just don't give a damn about any character in this film. It feels very artificial and like it's been made to make money.
That's because that's what it is.
But it feels very blatant. And then at the end of the first film, when we get the reveal that Colin Farrell, who I love, is Johnny Depp, I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, that was that.
Righto, wow. You got real negative there. That was like
it is
Spielberg post-divorce negative there.
I'm going through it, the divorce.
You are. But let's finish with the best, and I am going to be real shocked if this isn't your final one. But I assume we were going to have a double up on this one, and that is Pearl.
Yeah, we do. Nice
Hell
one.
Yeah.
So many double R's, triple double up.
Makes it better for me because the pod goes quicker in editing. Love that.
Actually, no.
But no, look, I really, really enjoyed X.
Yep.
I enjoyed Pearl. What was the third one called?
Maxine.
Maxine.
We didn't enjoy that as much.
Not as much. I still liked it.
All three films feel very different. We like that.
I still think X was my favorite of them.
Yeah, I'll go back and watch it.
Pearl is a very worthy prequel.
Oh, yeah.
And there's some very memorable scenes. Like the whole dance routine sequence is...
Well, I said it's one of my favorite dance sequences.
Yeah, it's like right up there with Friday the 13th.
Me, Goth, and Crispin Glover dancing together. Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah. That'd be fun.
But tell me why you love this one, mate, because...
It's like Demonic Wizard of Oz.
Wow.
It's really cool.
Quite literally at times.
100%. It just feels like... I love the Technicolor sort of like bright saturation of stuff mixed in with the fact that what we're watching is very unnerving. I really like that as a stylistic choice. We get Superman here. Old Davey Corrinswood as the projectionist, who's good fun.
That sequence is pretty incredible. Yeah. The chase.
Yeah. How they shoot that, it looks great. But just Mia Goth's performance in this, I think, is the best out of all three films. Because this feels like her film probably the most, even more than Maxine does to a degree. But yeah, I think it's just awesome. It's like she just acts the hell out of this. And it's awesome.
It's the only one out of the three films where she's a disturbed character.
Yeah.
Or unless you count the prosthetics version of her in X.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's real disturbed in this, and as a star. Cool. Good shout for a lot of double ups. There we go.
Yeah.
The synergy for Potter 100. Crazy.
All right, I'm pretty keen for this next segment. Shall we move on to movie mashups?
Let's mash it up.
They did the mash. They did the movie mash. The movie mash. It's like a plot theme smash. They did the mash. It might turn out trash. They did the mash. They did the movie mash. Wow.
It's our new mashup thing.
You're unbelievable.
Woo! We will take it in turns to read out pitches for existing movies based on our theme of the week. Now, the goal is to guess the new mashup title, which should be a play on words. Now, because we did Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom this week, our theme for today is items associated with Indy. However, earlier today, Mr. Boylan mentioned something about a character name, so I don't quite think he's gone with items associated.
I'm going with characters.
I wish I'd gone with characters. I found it really hard to think of items, so I hope that helps clarify where I'm at.
We're mashing up our different themes. That's great.
So yeah, I'm going to be real lost for what you're picking too. But it was also an excuse for me to bring in my fertility idol here, because I purchased that after we did Raiders, so I didn't get a chance to bring it on. But here's an item associated with Indy. All right, so For example, if I was describing the story about a kid navigating the social pressures of his first year at high school and desperately searching for the cup of life, you might say the film was called Grail Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Nice. I like
Thanks,
that.
man.
That's
Thanks.
good.
Took you a while to process it.
Grail Diary. Oh, yeah, cool.
Shall we jump in?
Yeah, sure.
How many do you have?
I've got 5.
Okay, you go first then.
Okay. So remember, I'm doing characters.
Very dangerous. You go first.
In this action spoof, a hotshot cop has to go off stage and has his exemplary career brought to a screeching halt, forced out to the countryside. However, his menial life gets ramped up in bright red as murders begin to happen and a conspiracy is brought from a loud whisper to a screaming crescendo.
I've got the character. Okay, all right, I got it.
Okay.
Is it? Willie Scott Fuzz.
He's got it!
Oh! They're going to be wordy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, alrighty.
them,
Here we go. When her ex gets custody of their daughter, a former FBI office assistant takes on a job at a strip club, batting her lashes to earn enough to fight the legal case. But while working there, she becomes the object of obsession for a violent politician who starts to crack onto her.
So it's the whip. That's the film I'm really struggling with.
It's a very famous Demi Moore film.
Oh, I really don't know the film.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It's a shame. The film is called Striptease.
Oh, is it Whip Tease?
He's done it!
Oh! That's right. Maybe?
Well, look, it was between that. I didn't necessarily think you were going to get that.
Yeah,
but it
I'm
was
to the
between that and Mrs. Whippy Burning. And
Oh, that's so good!
the wordplay is good, but once you start describing the narrative of Mississippi Burning, it gets a little controversial.
You made a good call.
It's like a Steven Spielberg film, am I right?
Thumbs down, Stephen. Thumbs down, Lachlan. Jeez. Okay, so this next film, focusing on the housing crisis in America in the 2000s. This comedy drama focuses on numerous small players observing the failings in the housing market and realizing, holy smokes, this is going to be a crash landing, forcing them to explore the corruption in the system and see who's holding on to their potatoes.
Oh, okay. It's the one with Christian Bale. He's got that doofy haircut. It's like a mop top haircut.
So Steve Carell's got a bit of a weird haircut as well. They've all got a weird haircut in this film.
Okay. What's it called?
Think about the size.
Yeah, all right. Is it The Big Short Round?
He's done it!
Oh!
Very good.
Yeah, what is with Christian Bale's hair there?
He's doing lots.
Well, not much. He's not styling it.
Doing less.
Okay, next up. 2 paleontologists and a chaostician are invited to give their golden seal of approval to an island that has used dino DNA to reanimate the once extinct creatures. But the owner of the island soon learned the harsh lesson that thou shalt not play God when everything breaks out and starts attacking everyone.
Well, I definitely know the film, and I'm pretty sure I know the objects.
Mm-hmm.
It's Jurassic Ark?
He's done it!
Over the Covenant?
Oh!
Very good. Very good.
Please. That was probably the one I was most confident you were going to get.
Okay, this one, maybe not. We'll see. So, in this British romantic comedy, focusing on the personal journaling of an eccentric but unlucky in love TV journo, her life suddenly changes with a crack of a whip. She is caught between the fortune of her charming but disgustingly womanizing boss, or the glory of the quiet and more reserved family friend.
Okay. All right, so I've obviously got the character. Did you say British?
British.
Or British?
British. This film sounds like it's in From London.
Oh, okay. Hang on. All right. Is it... Oh, God. How am I going to phrase this? Is it Bridget Indiana Jones' Diary?
Yeah, he's done it.
Oh!
Very
It was
good.
a short O for me. That was almost an item.
The Grail Diary.
Yeah, exactly.
Bridget, Indiana Jones'
Jones's
Grail
Grail Diary.
that belonged to his dad. It's my favourite movie.
It's a little wordy for me, but
Keep going. Come on, let's go. What's next?
All right, next up. Oh, I hope you've seen this film. A teenager's parents are killed when his hand becomes possessed, and he develops a bloodthirsty obsession. He doesn't realize for days, thinking everything is golden. It then goes after his friends. He could warn them if only he spoke Hovitos.
This bad boy.
It is this bad boy. It's my excuse for bringing it along.
It's another movie. I definitely haven't seen the movie. I'm going to take a bit of a stab. Is it Golden Idol Hands?
I will give it to you. I was going for fertility idol
hands.
He's done it.
Oh, I have not seen that movie.
I also, if you go back, observant viewers will notice I mentioned the fertility idol earlier in the pod, just so that it would be floating around in your brain.
It, and it came back.
Came back.
Very
like
good.
a possessed hand.
The Claw. It's from Liar Liar. For this next one, first name only. Don't worry about his second name. I've already told you.
Okay.
Damn it. Anyway.
Clues galore.
I don't know. In this romantic musical drama, a jazz pianist and an aspiring actress cross paths, both committed to their interests with a cult-like passion, but are equally interested in each other. The film shows us the clash between personal ambition and romantic love, as both characters fight to not have their heart ripped out of their chest.
Is it Malala Land?
He's got it! Oh, yeah, there we go. Malala Land.
That was good. I like that one. Okay, my final one.
Oh, my goodness.
The owner of a quaint little bookshop meets a man online and they fall in love, but she chooses poorly. Unaware that they are business rivals, and he is the owner of a new huge bookstore that jeopardizes her business. Though their first meeting leaves a bad taste in her mouth, they become closer and soon breathe new life into each other.
Is it You've Got Grail?
He's done it!
You're unbelievable.
Oh! Alrighty. And then there was one. And I will say, guys, this is the most happy I've ever been with some of my wordplay for a mashups title.
I never know what that means with you.
Yeah, I know. That's the best part.
It's really
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. This is first name and surname.
First and
So
surname.
get ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
In this animated hit that spawned a franchise and a recent live-action remake, I'm not sure if it's out yet, but it's pretty close by now, a Viking boy finds himself at odds with his family and leaders of his dynasty, choosing to befriend a winged creature and take to the sky. When an ancient threat, long lost, finally comes back home, old buddy, our hero must eradicate the poison in his people and unite with the creatures against a common enemy. You got it?
Okay, leave it with me for a second.
And let it bubble away. You might need the antidote.
Is it the person who gives him the poison? The person who owns the plane?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got the film?
Yeah. I'm wondering how the two are fitting together. It's Lao to Shay your dragon.
He's got it! Oh!
Lao to Shane your dragon. Wow. I can picture him there maniacally laughing like
On top
you are
of the
right
dragon.
now. Goodbye, Dr. Jones. Oh,
Goodbye,
man.
Hiccup.
Woo! I understand why you were happy, but my goodness, that was tricky.
That was one where I was literally just like finished watching the film last night. We're doing the mashups, and I was like, oh, how can I get Lao Che? Oh, that's hilarious.
Lao to chain your dragon.
That's one of my better ones.
Oh, that was good. As always, guys, please do remember to like, subscribe, share it around. We hit Pod 100. You have to tell us what you thought of us bringing back a second Segamonte. Look, we like doing the shorter pods, but we thought as a special one-off for the 100th, we'd bring it back in. But also, we obviously return to video form, so let us know if you like that too. We've got a couple of videos lined up before the end of the year, but
It's fast approaching, Mr. Brown.
it is, which means we'll be able to start getting into the Christmas movies soon.
Ho, ho, ho.
That's it.
Enthusiasm.
Old Santa Boylan, they call him.
Yes, that's it.
But please do give us that feedback, because that's how we know what you want, and we do it for you. We do it for the listeners. We do it for the watchers. On that note, I'm afraid we have to head off, but goodbye, Dr. Jones. Should we do a maniacal laugh?
Catch you at the next film club.
Stole my line.